my people. Let's move on to some fun stuff. Because it's Saturday, we can go a little bit edgier. Let's get weird.
Let me just adjust, please, if you don't mind. Don't like that up there, for one.
You happy?
Usually.
Okay, there we go. Alright, this is written by a beautiful lady, I assume, and it was entitled The Stripper Priest. How do you feel?
I'm captivated.
Are you captivated? Have I grasped you by the testes?
By the short, avec curves.
I saw my new son's nuts today. Do you know he's got them already? I'm not sure what point nuts develop. There they were. And she was classy. She called it a scrotum. I was like, you mean balls? You mean big hairy balls?
Don't use fucking big words.
Yeah, I can take that as disrespect.
Watch your mouth and continue with the scan.
Yeah, sure. You can see his scrotum and I went, balls! Nutsack. There he is, the old boy. Nutsack.
Dicks are swinging.
Yeah, there's his penis. Cock.
You're such a dickhead.
I didn't shout that. Thought it though.
I should have done it, but
if
really,
I was on camera, I would have shouted it.
Looked at her really awkwardly. Balls!
Balls. Cock! You like the big hairy balls, don't you? Right, there are names of this, but we'll pick them as we go on. So if you can start thinking and picking. Let's RP with an RP. Hello there, Preach.
Hello to you. I'm going standard names tonight. We're not going to do just stupid names. We need to give the regulars a turn, you know what I'm saying?
Just to put us all into context for the beginning of our stripper story, let me read you the opening line. After a long time and many episodes of Drama Friday, I too decided to share one of the maggots from my can. Ladies, I love you. I love you, ladies, but you shouldn't say you got maggots in your can.
The imagery of a dirty box is real.
Dirty box. Front to back. Oh, front to back, please. When I was 18 years of age with my maggoty box,
Stop.
I was granted
Stop.
my own white wriggling laptop. I had waited for that day for so long to finally, after so many years, come back to WoW and find out what 2 expansions had brought for me. I started in the Burning Crusade, missed Wrath of the Lich King, and jumped straight into the Cataclysm.
Unlucky.
Being wiser than I had been when I started, I looked at a list of realms. There was my starting realm, the dwindling star in the distance with my 2 characters I had once made that long time ago. It had now become what I regarded a tutorial for new players and didn't see a reason to mingle there anymore. PvP, that doesn't attract me at all. Normal? No, maybe. But wait, what is this? RP, as in roleplay. I was excited about this and became a Worgen Druid on Shatar. I levelled till 40, seeing the destruction Deathwing had left behind, and wept about it. Wept real tears. I don't remember how I got to Stormwind and to talking with a charming Draenei paladin, but he was my teacher. He was my sensei. I learnt that with /E you could make your own emotes, and I learnt that you could actually walk in the game instead of constantly running. How amazing was this? So, you want to go slower, is what I'm hearing. It makes me laugh every fucking time that you want to do that. Walking so much better. Oh, this is fantastic. This is the best.
Have you
thing.
seen this?
Pause. It's bugging the fuck out of me. You got a big crumb in your moustache.
That's part of my quesadilla. Don't waste it.
Oh, get lost. I put it with the
That could be chicken.
I put it with the chewing gum under the desk. It's all good. I practiced a few times about walking. I wasn't half bad. Whoa. Whoa. Oh. I'm running. But I was getting tired of this character. The backstory wasn't special, and being a socially awkward werewolf wasn't much fun. I'm a werewolf, but that's not the issue. Social anxiety Yeah? I looked at the list of realms again and looked at a few other options. Moonglade. I had heard that the USA version was cancerous, so I wouldn't lay my luck on that one on the EU either. Instead, I saw it like a beam of light. The Argent Dawn. It was semi-full at this point. Lots of delicious roleplay going on and gushing from every corner. Argent Dawn, confirmed gusher.
You know, the thing is, I'd usually be... Yeah, that's good selection of wording.
It's the maggoty box.
But the prerequisite of a maggoty box is just taking every single sexual connotation out of the story for me. I'm out.
It's a gushing maggoty box. It's a river of slime. What do you see?
God damn it.
I rolled a human. Because I thought it would be the best to start with. No extravagant lore, no hard time with aging or weird... Aging? You can't age.
Believe me.
Barbershop. Well, I'm bald now.
No, that's all facial hair though, and stuff like that.
What?
You can't change your physical appearance.
Yeah, but you can change your hair. So you can start with luscious locks. And after a year or so, everyone's going to go bald. No hard time with aging or weird culture I would need to implement in. A human would surely be taken in a bit more easier. Yeah? Well, I was right. I made a human priest. Goes without saying. Standard. It's the basic bitch. With healing on my mind to get quicker into dungeon groups as my Worgen hadn't had much luck as a deeps. The sweet smile of my character in whites, racist, looked so lovely, and I instantly knew that she was my fair maggoty lady. I got into a guild. But the size, the organised and professional atmosphere of it intimidated me. Rules are meant to be broken. What could a level 7 priest possibly accomplish? I couldn't even go to the meeting places without getting killed by a crocolisk. Instead, I stayed quiet and levelled, visiting Stormwind from time to time and wandered the streets. From Shatara, I had learnt that bars are good places to start some RP, as people tend to gravitate towards them. Before I knew, though, my fair lady of faith was budding into an alcoholic. I had no one to RP with, and I was still too shy to approach anyone on the matter, so I sat in the corners, drank, and enjoyed watching other people.
You subscribed to a game to do that?
My luck was about to turn. I found out that a drunk, staggering young woman late at night walking to mailboxes was an amusing thing. This was her RP, was a lonely, drunken lady.
You can do that without subscribing to a game.
And you would appreciate it for it.
Hey, exactly. Effort. You want to be a virtual basic bitch rather than a basic bitch.
What we're doing is we're role-playing an alcoholic lady priest on the streets of Stormwind. This way, I finally found some people who would spend a moment of RP with me. Even when it was usually, hey lady, you okay? You need me to walk you somewhere? 2 or 3 times was that I found myself online, late in the night, drunkenly roaming the streets of Stormwind. This night was no different, it was like all the others, with a young man coming across me on the streets of Old Town. He asked if my priest needed any help, and if she was staying somewhere. When it took me a little longer to type a reply to this, he already said, I could take you to my place. It's close by. Okay, that's nice, I thought. Backspaced my message and said, sounds good. On the way, she was complaining about feeling ill in the stomach due to the alcohol poisoning, and he became concerned. Maybe there's something wrong with your stomach. And he pretty much pressed his ear on her belly. Nothing like a bit of poisoning to get the engine fired up. You in? You in for some...
What the fuck is this story? It's like, is she playing like a dying pisshead?
Let's go deeper.
That's some very specific RP.
Let's go deeper. I thought it was a good idea and emoted that weird gurgling could be heard. Cleaning this up, she basically had a pest eel in her stomach. She had gotten from eating fish. And the young lad was ever so eager to help her get rid of it. We went upstairs of some little store with a bed, and he told her to take off her robe. Now here I was suspicious. I wanted to one day RP with the guild, but knew that they did not want a weird reputation. And my GM had warned me about ever stepping foot in Goldshire. Also, I didn't want a weird reputation myself. So I swapped on a shirt item before taking off my robe. Classy.
This is about to get awfully hentai. Awfully hentai.
I question your boundaries, because we're going past them. Wherever you are right now on your I want to leave scale, forget all about it. Let's go deeper. There I stood in my shirt and pants. Suddenly the guy said he needed to go away for a minute. And in that moment I fought with a decision. I wanted to run, log off and never return. But then again, that would be rude. I got halfway down the stairs and had re-equipped my robe. Ready to put quits. But then I didn't. I stood downstairs long enough that he had returned. He wondered where I was going. Sighing, I swallowed my red flags and returned upstairs. To get the eel, he had shrank himself, entered her mouth, and was going to fight it in her stomach. It seemed to be the best idea, and I thought that this would be harmless. I could live with him entering my mouth and fighting my stomach eel. Once inside my stomach, he fought the battle against the eel. It was heroic, and soon the eel was vanquished. When it came to him climbing out, he decided that no, it was actually nice and cozy in here.
Oh my god! What is this RP? Does this really exist?
He said, I think I'll just stay and live in here.
It is like South Park. There's like a mobile phone in there and like a dildo and stuff. Dildo, dildo. Where did you find this? Preacher's ass.
It got late, and he finally said he needed to go to sleep. I replied politely that it was fun role-playing and said good night before logging off. I thought I would never have to remember it anymore. I was very wrong. The next day, I was messaged in guild chat. A guild member asked me, why is your character naked on the armory? Hashtag busted. I had no idea what armory was, and all I knew was that there was a naked picture of my character somewhere on the internet. What the hell? Had the guy from last night taken a screenshot of what we had done? Had he taken a screenshot of him climbing inside my throat and battling my eel? I made some lame excuse that I'd been checking out different pants last night and had forgotten to put my gear back on. Seems legit. Hey, I was just trying on some pants, man.
Get out of here!
I'm just trying on some pants, man.
You were looking at me naked?
I learned what armory was. Even more later, I found out what law was. For a month, I was the stripper priest. But at least it broke my ice with the rest of the guild. Are you not in?
No.
Can I not climb inside your mouth and fight your belly eel? You've got a belly eel, dude. How else are you going to deal with it?
That is the weirdest fucking shit I've ever heard in my life.
I fucking... Hey, you think that's bad? I had to read it first and then authorize it. Stamped. Approved. On the list.
Can you imagine being like the guy who climbed inside her stomach thinking, yeah, well, what I'm going to do with this ERP is I'm going to shrink myself down, go inside her stomach, fight an eel, and then I'm going to decide that, you know what, I'm cozy, yeah? I'm warm, yeah? There's food in abundance. I'm going to stay here. Where in your fucking mind
What's worse
do you
than
make
that?
that up?
That we went, shrunk himself down.
Maggoty box, eel belly,
Maggoty box.
guy shrinks down inside you.
What's worse than that though? That or the spider sex?
Oh, don't. I don't fucking... I immediately like... got cold. But do you know what it is? It's
What's
just,
worse?
it's the
I
imagery.
don't know.
Well, the thing is, though, spider sex obviously is a grim thing to think about, but an impossibility. A maggoty box, yeah? Don't Google that. It exists.
Oh, it does?
Yes, it does.
What's she called?
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't care.
yeah, you do.
Do not say that name.
It's on the tip of my tongue as well.
I bet it is. What a maggoty box. Oh.
What is that? Oh, somebody knows. Yeah, there is a story out there. I don't think it's true, though. I have this one here, but it's nothing compared to the other one. It's just a really quick one. Nah, let's fuck it off. No, let's do it. Yeah, no, I can't remember. To Google. I Googled it and now I regret my life.
It's blue waffle, by the way.
Is it blue waffle?
Yeah.
Not that we
It's
would
blue
ever tell
waffle,
you.
guys.
Not that we would ever recommend such a thing. Let's do a little quick one to let's clean the taste out of our mouth. But that story is genius, by the way. That's exactly what we need to
taste
Saturday.
out of our mouth.
Oh, let's rinse. Eel dish face? No. No way. Attempting to wow. Little fun story. I need a sister, if you would be so kind.
A sister.
Sister.
Katiana. There you go. First one, normal name, Katiana.
Katiana.
No, Catania, sorry, not Katiana.
Catania.
Catania, yeah.
Stream Week hype. Hello, preacher and audience, and a brofist to you all. Bloke from down under in Team Australia here. Hooroo.
Hooroo!
Hooroo. Can of Foster's for you.
Crikey! You alright, mate?
So bad. All the Sheila's wheels.
That is literally Australian culture.
Shall we play it? I love playing it. Have we got any Australians in the chat? I never
Fucking hope so, mate. We're about to find out. Christ!
I don't believe anyone's from Australia. I just love showing it. If you ever want to know what
Bonza.
I have played this on stream before, so I'm not going to get busted. If you ever wonder what the UK
Think of Australians.
You ready?
For ladies who enjoy their cars, Sheila's wheels are superstars. Girls are bored beyond endurance, paying too much for car insurance. For bonds of car insurance deals, girls get under Sheila's wheels. Women make the safest drivers, we could save a bunch of fibers. For bonds of car insurance deals, girls get under Sheila's wheels.
Australia in a nutshell. Australia in a nutshell.
That is apparently socially acceptable.
Between that
racism.
and crocodiles and me, I know everything I need to know. I'm prepared.
Yeah,
I am
exactly.
prepared for Team Australia.
That is scientifically proven Australianism.
Gave me the horn. All the Australians are like, what the fuck was that? That's how we get bonza deals.
That is legit science. Australia.
Yeah. That's it. The Foster's ads are no bear. A sexist offended as fuck. It's for the ladies only. We are prepared. We're totally prepared. Yeah.
That's like when we do our homework on Australia, we just watch the Sheila's Wheels advert.
I remember watching that and going, I left
Do you know
the show
the
stream.
best thing that I've ever seen in Australia, and it was on, do you remember Tarrant on TV?
I
where
do.
it showed obscure news articles and ads. There was a motor oil in Australia called Start You Bastard.
Oh, really?
Yeah, try this new Start You Bastard. It was well good.
There you go.
I think that's...
I'm a meninist Brody and I find this unacceptable. Sorry, Clankers, man. I didn't mean to offend you. To be fair, I didn't create that. To be fair,
We're just making you aware
I'm just making
of
you
it.
aware. I'm spreading the awareness that this is how the UK portrays Team Stryer. And I think it's fair.
A mixture between that and the Foster's adverts.
Yeah, which are, of course, genius. But
Oh,
I
shit,
think
that's
I've played enough adverts from other people.
It's too far gone, but I've just remembered the goggles.
Okay. Well, this is a quick one. Alright. When I was 9, I used to love playing Warcraft 3. My sister Catania had gotten the battle chest with Reign of Chaos and Frozen Throne expansion. I loved it, and since she never played it, I claimed it as my own.
Nice.
I played the Reign of Chaos religiously for almost a year, completing the campaigns many times before realising that the Frozen Throne installation disc was also in the case. retard. What the hell? Just on the other side of the disc holder. I shat my pants in excitement when I figured this out, as it meant I could enjoy the game all over again. I love Warcraft lore, so any Warcraft game that came out, I'm in. Fast forward a few years into the Burning Crusade era. I was at my uncle's house for one of his New Year's LAN parties. Baller. Baller as fuck. What do you do for New Year's? Playing fucking games with the boys. That's what I'm doing. Staying in with the lads. He was showing me World of Warcraft. I sat by him for hours, and before his friends arrived, watched him level his Tauren warrior in Blasted Lands. Happy New Year. Blasted Lands, huh?
Alright.
And I loved every minute of it. Really? The Blasted Lands?
Low expectations.
Blasted Lands is where Kazakh was, right? I'm not wrong there.
Dreamlord Kazakh.
Yeah, it's where the portal is.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's two that look very similar.
Yeah.
It's a Welsh shit zone.
It's not very good.
It's terrible. It's an awful zone. I loved it so much that I went over to his house for weeks on end just to watch him play. One day my uncle had to go to work, so he decided to let all of us have a turn on his computer. We had a maximum of an hour turn at a time between me and Catania, my two cousins and myself. Jesus Christ, it's like a 5-hour wait.
On an MMO, that's just a wasted hour.
This meant that every 4 hours I was able to continue my journey. 4-hour gap. Let the waiting begin.
And patiently I sat.
And then he got home from work. Damn it! Imagine if you're in the middle. You're never going to get to play twice.
No, here's...
Bastard.
Yeah, well, yeah. Yeah.
Outplayed, son. Outplayed. I read the classes and picked my race, and soon I was entering the world of my male blood elf hunter. No comment. I did not want to brave this journey alone. I wanted a companion to accompany me on my travels. I was in. Finally, before too long, I started to level the only way I knew how. Grinding. Yes.
For an hour.
Before spending my time watching my uncle playing, I was so hardcore into RuneScape that if you've ever played it, you will know that it is a massive grind. So that is what I did. I began my journey towards getting my pet. For those who don't know, you needed to get level 10 before getting a pet. What does that mean? Wait, do you start with a pet now?
No, surely not.
It's been years since I've leveled a hunter from scratch.
I don't think you have to do the whole quest to get a pet. I know that you don't have to do that for a warlock anymore.
What did you start with? Well, you started with an imp with a warlock anyway.
Yeah, but you don't have to do the quest for each of its...
I know you don't have to do the quest to get like a Voidwalker or an Infernal anymore or anything. Which is sad, really. They were kind of cool.
Apparently you start with a fucking
You
pet.
start with a fucking pet? What do you get? A cat or something? What? Getting your pet as a hunter is a momentous occasion. That's pissed me off.
It is.
That's really pissed me off. That's really cool because you have to go out and tame it. You get to pick your first pet and all that. Wankers, dude. Wankers. Because I didn't do quests, because I didn't know about quests, I killed mob after mob, astounded with what good progress I'd made. I got just over level 2 within my hour.
What?
Score. How are you getting on? Level 2. 4 hours later, I continued my quest to become level 10. I knew that the higher level you were, the more experience it would take, so I was prepared for the hard yards, and I continued. I farmed mobs in the starting zones for 2 weekends worth of turns. I made my way to the front of Silvermoon City. 2 weeks to Silvermoon City. We did that in like 15 minutes when TBC launched. 2 weeks to Silvermoon City. Can you imagine when he got there? That must have been awesome. That must have been amazing. It was gorgeous. The massive city had so many amazing buildings and shops and characters. I even bought myself a nice Vendor Grey sword to use on my hunter.
Classic hunter.
Raptor Strike was the shit. That was all I'd use because I had run out of arrows long time ago while grinding mobs and didn't know that you could acquire more. Should have saved them till cap.
I missed the look of that, you know.
What?
I know it was a pain in the ass to get the additional weapon, but the melee weapons on a hunter while I was using the range.
I missed that too.
Just like,
especially when they have dual-wield axes and stuff.
That's what I was just going to say.
Oh,
It's my hunter.
the swords in Zul'Farrak, Zul'Gurub.
Across the back.
Yeah,
with
the
the
swords
bow.
and the bow. I never liked the staff you got. Lorthramar? I'm going to get the name wrong. Lorthramar and Rockdalar. Yeah, I miss having melee weapons on a hunter. That sucks. I actually really miss when you got the upgraded ammo Because I think like level 40 or level 20
Yeah.
levels, you got a new type of ammo.
And then the
which was
legendary bow, you could generate free legendary ammo.
Yeah. Shitty bow. It was a crappy bow.
It was a good looking
It was
bow.
a pointless bow. It was fucking shit. I made my way outside of the gates of Silvermoon to test out my new Vendor Grey two-hander. It was fantastic. I was killing level 6 feral dragonhawks much faster than before.
Brava.
I destroyed their ranks for weeks and weeks trying to level in the small window of game time I had.
Wow.
Yeah,
That slip of the tongue was
it went there.
amazing.
I also called specs Spax the other day in a video. It was something like, of all the Spax to pick, it came out like that. I was like, shit. What a fucker. And someone totally picked up on it in the
Do you
video
know what
as
I'm
well.
thinking
It's one of the most upvoted comments. Was like, well, preach called specs Spax. I was like, you bastards.
Do you know what I'm going to actually admit on this?
What?
I'm not going to... We're ribbing them now. But one thing I always remember is when I used to play Warcraft on your account before I got my own PC. And
Can't
no,
Sherry, shut up, dude.
Totally. used
Dude,
to do
please.
it. We still do. But I was leveling a rogue on a different server. And there was a guy who, when I was in the guild, he had a pair of level 20 green pants that were agi pants. He's like, where are you? I'll meet up with you and give you these. I was like, really? So anyway, it was at that time like I didn't get to meet. Right, I'll be on again and we're in guild. We can chat. Okay, and I came back on, and my character went there like you deleted it off your account, which is fine. Yeah, I don't think about it anymore. But then I made characters on your account on so many different servers. Ask, is this guy on this server? Is this guy on this server? I need these fucking pants. Yeah? Never found him.
Never
Never
found
found him.
Never found him. And the
Thanks
pants
for that.
were never to be found.
Exactly, I never got him.
Sorry, dude. I
Never
didn't-
got him. And I bet there was those cool looking short shorts as well.
I remember you going... I think you even stole gold from me, potentially, to get the lightsaber sword.
No, I didn't.
I think you went... Not the lightsaber sword, the blue,
I know which one you mean.
like an ice sword.
I didn't steal money from you.
You did something pretty extreme to get that sword.
I probably used a load of money, but I
I
wouldn't
think you
steal
used
it.
everything on your account to get it.
No,
I think wasn't
that-
it like 20 levels lower than
It
you
was
as well?
It was that, and it was the Phantom Blade as well.
The Phantom
Because
Blade.
that was the first sword I
Transmogging
remember.
before it was
yeah,
cool.
the first
Up
sword I
top.
remember that went over your back.
Yes. Transmogging before it was cool.
I think it was called the Phantom Blade. Sorry, go on.
Anyway, we're rocking level 6 Dragonhawks. Within this time, Catania had also rode a Blood Elf Hunter. And she had got her pet. I was furious. I didn't want to ask her help because I was adamant that girls are shit at video games. I was so jealous that I quit the game to play something else. This isn't impossible. Why? You're a girl! What more do I need to say? You're a girl! You're de facto shit! This is impossible.
Impossible.
Attempt number 2. Ghost doesn't steal. He's given the items.
It's fair.
Months passed and I was ready to give WoW another chance, but this time I would have my own account and I would be the best. I begged and begged my parents to get me a copy of Warcraft because this they did not want to pay for a subscription. They finally caved, and my dad bought me a copy of WoW. I inserted the discs one by one, installing the game, only to find out that I couldn't play the Burning Crusade because my computer only had 512 megs of RAM.
Wow! I'm surprised your computer had the memory to come up with that alert window. Wow!
You know how bad your PC has to be to not play WoW? Like, WoW is designed to be played on a phone, man. It's so fucking ridiculous. What does a stick of 512 meg RAM look like? An SD card?
It's like a screw, a piece of solder.
I think my processor has like 6 times that.
I think my lunch had that.
My phone shits 512 every time it boots up. I was so angry. I had the game, but I could not play it. Thankfully, within a week, my dad purchased a new family PC. I'm not surprised. You imagine the rage of a kid? Ah! Fine, I'll buy one. Jesus Christ, this game's cost me like 2,000 quid. It better be good. I'm going to play it. The new rig was more than enough to play WoW. Hours of installing everything, I went to bed for the night. In the morning, Catania was on the computer playing WoW. I like that.
What?
I've installed it. It took me hours. I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to wake up fresh. I'm going to rock this shit. Guess what my sister's like?
Family PC, mate.
Family PC. Family PC.
First come, first serve.
Doing my homework.
Go sit down, loser.
At this point, I had not even made an account. I later found out that Catania had registered my copy of the game in her name. Oh! Boom! Motherfucker. I managed to get her off the computer and I got to play my new Tauren Warrior for a few hours before going to school. When I returned home, I tried logging in with my password that Catania had written down and tried to log in, but to no avail. Catania
Sold him a dud, mate. Saw him coming, riding him like the fairground pony, mate.
Catania had written down the wrong password and a different security question. We couldn't recover the account. Oh, she'd actually got it wrong. She hadn't even done it on purpose. She's just written down the wrong shit. We could not recover my account, and because of that, my parents decided they would not buy me any more World of Warcraft. So we spent £2,000 on this game, and you fucked it after one day.
Bravo.
Is what you're telling me. That parental unit. I would be full of rage if I wasn't such a noob as these parents are. I gave up on WoW after that incident, and only recently, at the end of MOP, came back. Since then, I've been enjoying playing WoW on my account that I set up all by myself. I did make it past level 10 and now currently rating heroic difficulty. I hope you enjoyed my story. Keep doing what you're doing. You always make me fucking awesome videos. Thanks for reading my story. Have a wonderful night. We will. I was so hoping your sister wrecked your fucking face then.
I was hoping that
I like
did
that
it
she
on
just fucked
purpose.
it up. I like that. I like that she just completely fucking brown-eyed it. She was aiming for the pink. Ended up in the stink. Nightmare.
Left with a maggot box.
Left with a maggot box. Oh, he's a big boy. Oh, look at you all taking the piss, you bunch of bastards. It's been 2 hours. Let's take a quick break and we'll be rocking and rolling and kicking ass. And let me fix the green screen before we go, because that's going it's going to annoy absolutely. It's always you. I set this fucking thing up before the stream starts. Then you went straight into my dirt box.
You're covering the me.
Yeah, I don't mind.
It's me that's affected. I don't mind me being affected, see? It's fine.
Whatever. We'll be back in 2 minutes, you beautiful bastards.